this is GeroTheHero, and this is my review of Berserk Episode 4. In the previous episodes, I covered episodes 2 and 3 in my discussion of Berserk, so now I'm starting on episode 4, which I kind of think is the best episode so far that I've seen. The episode starts with Guts having a dream of Casca getting burnt at the stake, and Guts wakes up to see that there's that demon that we've seen from the first few episodes, and it's giving him a vision that Casca's in danger, and Guts is very worried and takes off. Eventually, Guts gets back to Goto's house, which we find out that Guts has already been gone for like 2 years. There's not really an indication of that when we first start the show. I mean, if you're familiar with the story, of course you know that, but anybody that hasn't doesn't realize that. We find out that Casca is gone, and Guts kind of freaking out because his vision might be true. We also learn that Erica lost Casca because Casca's starting to lose weight and not eat because she was stuck in that cave that was protecting her for all this time. So Erica was just trying to like get her to cheer up and maybe start getting better, but unluckily she loses her, and we find out because Rickard's kind of chastised for not going out to look for her, and we find out that Rickard did try. He tried multiple times trying to find Casca, but had no luck finding her. And we also find out that Rickard couldn't do it anymore because Goto was starting to die. And we find out that it's not like a disease or anything. He's just dying from old age. And then Goto examines his sword and kind of can realize that Guts is going through a lot, but that his sword is going to break. He kind of chastises him and tells him that, you went off to destroy different things and got lost in your rage, but there's people that you need to take care of. There's the people that survived, like Casca and Rickard, and even Erica and Goto. And then we go to flashbacks, which it sucks because these flashbacks look better than the actual show. It's almost like there was an A team that was working just on the flashbacks, and then we have a B team that's working on the main show. But it's probably the reason for this is that they didn't use CGI for this. Thank goodness. We also learn that Rickard's been trying to cope by making swords to make little markers for all the people that died. So he's coping with it better than Guts is. We also learn in the next scene that Guts is struggling with the manifestation of his rage and revenge, and a demon like vision appears, and it almost looks like a spawn of, like, I don't know, like when Alucard changes, or like a really dark version of like the Nine Tails demon. And it's kind of like talking to him, so we're not really sure if that's just like his inner thoughts or something like actually becoming something. And then we get some backstory of what happened, and that still looks better than the actual show itself. We find out that Guts realizes that he needs to change, and that he needs to focus on what's important, and that he needs to save Casca. So Goto one last time, despite his health, fixes Guts' sword and armor. So Guts takes off, and the scene changes, and we find out that Farnus has been reprimanded and assigned to protect a guy named Mogus. We find out that Fairness is too weak to protect Mogus from the heretics that are basically innocent people that are wanting to get revenge for their villages and loved ones being killed for no reason. We find out that Mogus has really powerful guards that look pretty evil. I mean, it kind of tells you what kind of person he is. We also find out that Mogus is kind of like an evil fanatic that doesn't mind killing people and torturing them just for his sake. And he uses religion to kind of do that. Um, it also kind of looks like he might become an apostle, or he already is an apostle. Um, and then we have a scene where Casca is unluckily in that area. She almost gets mistaken for a heretic, but luckily is saved at the last moment. For the most part, I think this is a really great episode. Um, it's unfortunate that this is the best episode so far. Um, it's probably the only reason I'm still watching it, besides that I'm a fan. I mean, the fact that it's getting a little bit better. I'm hoping that the rest of the show will be better. Um, so I'll see you next time. As always, comment below, subscribe if you're interested, and I'll be updating on Twitter.